One word to describe my life would be adaptability. For most families and most children, they have a financial security net. Well, that wasn't the case for me. There was constantly changes, like where I live at or what school I go to. I was homeless at around the age of 6.
When you're in a homeless situation as a single parent, it's very challenging because you have all these factors. My son didn't ask for this. He doesn't deserve this. What can I do?
It wasn't much stability, I would say, but still joyous, a lot of fond memories. And so I was still a happy kid.
In spite of all of the trials and tribulations we've been through as a family, he always finds something to get through.
I started attending Boys and Girls Clubs while I was at the Coalition Center for the Homeless.
My recollection of meeting Raymond at the club was, wow, I've got such a curious kid.
I never forget Miss Tasha greeting me with that beautiful smile of hers.
I do remember him being quiet. I remember him being a little reserved, and who wouldn't be after going through different challenges already as a young kid?
It was somewhere that was consistent, somewhere that was unchanging no matter what the circumstance was.
So it allowed him to develop his community.
Miss Tasha is nothing short of a role model. She's been like a mother figure, and she's my advocate.
Not only did Raymond feel comfortable, I felt comfortable. Now I can feel okay when I go to work that Raymond is in a good place and some people that is going to take care of him while I'm away.
In hindsight, as a kid, that allowed me to be a kid. And so that is something that's priceless. When I was 8 years old, we finally had an apartment.
We were coming from the movies.
We see these fire trucks.
And the fireman goes, "May I help you?" I said, "Yeah, I'm going to my apartment."
As we walk up to the front of the apartment, it's unrecognizable.
And when I went in, I just wanted to scream.
At that point, it was get as much as you possibly can because our livable, consistent, stable house is now not livable anymore. So
community living is not easy. And you go through that and you work hard, you get a job, you get out, you get you an apartment, and then it catches on fire. At that moment, you feel like, wow, why me?
The amount of support I received was still unparalleled.
If there was no Boys and Girls Club, I think the struggle would have been much, much more greater.
We are here to support, be it with clothing or food, a hug.
Miss Tasha is wonderful. She makes you feel like family. Anything you need, you can come to my office, we can talk, and if I can't do it, we'll see if someone else can.
That is what clubs are doing, just helping our kids to be resilient. We don't know what's going to happen. Things change. And I love that there's a space for them that when those things happen and when changes occur, we all can navigate through it together.
Around when I was in middle school, this couple would come to the club and they would teach bridge building. We learned the entire process for which an engineer goes to design bridges. I always loved learning about the world around us and how things work because for me, there was so much chaos in my life. The only stability that I really had was in the club and in school. I learned about myself. The trials and tribulations that I faced in my life, they were almost kind of necessary in my story, in my arc, in my development.
The club supported Raymond by allowing him to develop his voice.
I have more of a power and ability to speak on my experiences and to not feel any shame or sadness about them, but to own them.
Boys and Girls Club pulls people like Raymond aside and say, hey, you can be whoever you want to be.
That's something that Miss Tasha has in all of her kids. She sees something in you that you can't really exactly see yourself.
All right, so move-in day. And I'm just like, well, we got to find the dorm.
I'm heading to Duke University on a full ride, studying in physics and mathematics. I'll be double majoring.
He's a smart kid. I knew he would get some kind of scholarship, but to get a full ride at Duke, oh my God. When he told me that, I almost fell out. It was like lightning struck. I was like, what?
I'm gonna use my mind to do some good in this world. It's gonna be hard, but I know there are so many people back home cheering me on.
He has an amazing village. I think that he now knows that there are so many people looking out for him. Clubs are places where kids like Raymond, who are amazing and brilliant and given the proper care, go off to be great. But a kid like Raymond also could fall into the wrong hands. Having someone to check in with you, to look out for you, allow you to understand how amazing you are, that's what clubs do. We're not babysitters. This is not a place where you just drop your kid off. This is where life can change.
Every child is meant to do something great. A place like a club is where they can be affirmed and pushed to be that person that they're meant to become. You can be that person to change a child's life. The question is, are you willing to do it?